to our brothers and sisters in Jamaica that life is more important than party. And Jamaica is more important than party politics. In America, partisan politics is literally destroying the country. So even though we disagree, that disagreement should never allow us to take the life of another human being simply because they are a member of a different party.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Dash Lifestyle. Kindly for watching me for the first time, remember to subscribe, like, share, and also comment. So guys, in today's video, I want us to watch and to listen to this powerful speech from American activist. He's known as Louis Farrakhan. Louis Farrakhan, he has come out and sent a powerful and a warning message to Jamaican leader, and also he has sent a message to Jamaicans. So kindly guys, watch this video till the end, then I'll be back with more comment.
On an official visit to the Gleaner, Minister Farrakhan, who was a key player in the organisation of America's Million Man March in October of 1995, said Jamaican politics should be about more than just political tribalism and thuggery.
So now if I got a yellow shirt or a green shirt, does that mean that it has deprived me of my humanity? So we've got to outgrow these immature expressions of our differences. Jamaican politics must never degenerate into thuggishness. Politics is a means to an end, and the end should always be for the good of the island of Jamaica and all its people.
But in a bleak warning to Jamaica, Minister Farrakhan warned of a revolution by the people unless government acted quickly to rectify Jamaica's debt problem.
There's a bitter pill that Jamaica has to swallow because of the debt of $216 billion and the slowdown in the economy. So let us hope and let us pray that we will be able to ease the pain through good politics, but at the same time, if we don't move quickly, the masses will rise in Jamaica, just like they're doing all over the world. And what I would hate to see is that a well-armed army and police force will shoot down those in the street.
In Jamaica, I'm skipping, they tried in 1976 to organize a military coup to overthrow Michael Manley. In 1976, they supported attempts to assassinate Michael Manley on 3 different occasions. The little man who led Jamaica, who spoke at Savior's Day, was such a threat to our government that they attempted 3 times to assassinate the man in 1976. So later, they found a way to get rid of him through riots in the street over food when they cut off assistance to Jamaica.
It's beautiful. You got one of the most beautiful anthems in the world. And you got a seat in the United Nations. Big up for you. But independence, you don't have that yet. Independence, you don't have that yet.
My father, my mother told me, because I really never met the man, was a Jamaican, very handsome. So he was a handsome Jamaican. And he had light skin and what they call good hair. Lord help us. Hair has now a moral quality attached to it. But she told me that my grandfather, his father, was Portuguese. So I said, Portuguese? Then as I matured, I saw that in the Inquisitions in Spain and Portugal, many members of the Jewish people who had mastered in Europe the sugarcane industry in Spain, they had become great, we call it entrepreneurs, financiers. But in order for them to continue to live, they either had to say, I'm a Christian to survive, or flee. And many fled Spain and Portugal and came to what is called the West Indies and South America, namely Brazil. Now, if you study the slave trade, I don't want to labor on that so much, but in the Babylonian Talmud, did you know it was a rabbi that said that black people are cursed, black, doomed to be hewers of wood and drawers of water, because we are the children of Ham, that son of Noah that disrespected him? When you look at how black people are treated, no matter where we go in the world, that poison that we are somehow an inferior people, doomed to be hewers of wood and drawers of water of Caucasian people. And they teach this to their children. So when you meet them, you meet somebody who approaches you with a superior attitude. And unfortunately, we have responded by bowing and acting in a servitude-like manner. But you know, as I studied the migration of the Portuguese, the Spanish, the Dutch, the French to the Caribbean, it was slavery that enriched Europe. And no matter what branch of Europe colonized or enslaved us, the British took away our African names and gave us English names, right? And most of us carry those names today. True? Yes, sir. None of us spoke or speak today the language of our country and culture. We speak English because the English captured us and gave us not only their language, but their religion.
Yes, sir.
And they bred into us the hatred that they have for other members of the family of Europe that they were always fighting against. So the British and the French never got along too well. The British and the Spaniards never got along too well. And so here we are, we the British representatives. Is a Christian because the French made him that. You see?
Yes, sir.
So now the Spanish, oh, let's go to Puerto Rico or to Cuba.
Yes, yes.
When Spain conquered, they did the same thing to the African. Take away your name, take away your language, take away your culture. give you their language, give you their religion, and impose upon you their mind.
Yes, sir.
So here we are in the Caribbean. We are so divided, not just between British, English-speaking West Indians, French-speaking, Dutch-speaking, Spanish-speaking, French-speaking. No, no, no. We are worse than that. When I was a little boy, I heard a calypso song that was written by a Trinidadian, a Calypsonian, long time ago. Small island, go back where you come from. Small island, go back where you come from. You come by the 1 and the 2 and the 3. Now I find you up inside me breadfruit tree. Small island, go back where you come from. Now look, he was talking about the Bajans. What am I saying, my dear family? We were not only divided by the languages and cultures of Europe, we began to be divided even by our islands. So Jamaica and Barbados and Trinidad and St. Lucia and Anguilla, all of the islands, they had some beef against somebody from another island. And in America, when West Indian people started coming, they couldn't hang out with their own islanders. They had to go to a church, and for the first time, people from all the islands learned each other, learned to live together, learned to work together, learned to plan together for the advancement of those from the West Indies. And it was in that environment that the languages of the Caribbean, the dialects of the Caribbean nurtured my life. So now when you look at the introduction of slavery in the West Indies, you find that the Europeans and also members of the Jewish people bought up all the land. So the land where we worked in the cane fields was owned by somebody else. So we were always the plantation workers, but rich white people were the plantation owners. And so they made the wealth from us, but we just barely survived. So now, the Caribbean gave to the world sugar, bananas, pineapple, rice, and coffee. And in Brazil, there was sugar, tobacco, cocoa, and cotton. And the whites were the masters of the production and marketing of all those things. And of course, the British, the French, the Dutch, the Portuguese, the Spanish, all controlled these territories at various times. But no matter which European nation controlled the land and the sea, it mainly was the Jewish merchants who controlled the profitable trade in the produce of the Caribbean and America. And so here we are today. This is 2011.
I hope you have watched and listened to that powerful speech from Louis Farrakhan. Louis Farrakhan, he's a minister and also activist from United States. He has come out and sent a powerful warning message to Jamaicans leader, Jamaicans politician, because right now we are seeing Jamaicans, they are heading in election. They are in election period. They want to elect a new leaders. And also during these elections in some of our black countries, so many things usually happen. There's a violent people, they are not the leaders, they are not respecting each other. The people now, they are being suffering. We have seen in some of the black countries whereby politicians, they are making a country also to burn because of these people. They usually fight for their interest but not the people interest. So Louis Farrakhan is coming out and saying this warning to the Jamaican politician to do a better politics, not to bring fight on the street with their political party, because we know each and every time when during election parties love to fight. They want to prove to the people that they are the best. They are going to work according to the will of the people, but at the end, when these people that are being elected, they don't work to the people anymore. So Louis Farrakhan also is sending a message to the Jamaicans to elect a leader who will work according to the will of the people. And also, he's urging the leaders to come and work together, not to bring enmity, not to bring fight to the Jamaicans people. And also, guys, Louis Farrakhan, apart from politics, I really love Louis Farrakhan because he's that one of the activist who is always going around and talk about how the black people they are being treated, how the United States they are treating black people, how the Western countries they are treating Africa and black countries in the Caribbean, because he has come out and called the black people to wake up. He's telling the black people it is now the right time for us black people to wake up, because he has talked about how we as black people, we were given the English names, their names, instead of us black people using our name, because these people, they came out and they started giving us their names. Right now, majority of black people, like all black people, they usually have English name. What it is English name doing in Africa, in black countries in the Caribbean? Why we African do we have English name instead of having our names from our ancestor? Because these people, they didn't want us black people to use our original name. They wanted us to use their English name so that we black people, we can know we are following them. And also, guys, for a very long time, Louis Farrakhan has been talking about black people to unite, because revolution, it has started. We black people, we need to come together and work and develop our country, because Louis Farrakhan has exposed how we black people have been treated with these Western people, with the colonizers. And also, he's going out and telling that like Jamaica, they were given fake independence. Yeah. Up to now, Jamaica, it is not fully independent. Louis Farrakhan is telling the Jamaican people that these people, they confused you. They gave you fake freedom, fake independence. Right now, when you go to Jamaica, the head of state, it is the colonizers. They are still the head of state. The colonizers right now, they are still developing. They are still controlling major things in Jamaica. For example, like the Bank of Jamaica, it is not owned fully by the Jamaican government. You have seen also when a case like you saw what happened during Vybz Kartel case. Vybz Kartel case, it was decided in the Western country, did not decided with Jamaican highest court. This tell you that the colonizers, they are still in Jamaica. They are not yet leave Jamaica fully. So it is now the right time for Jamaica to stand by their own. They need to be free from this Western country. How comes the Bank of Jamaica, it is still being controlled with the Western people? We have seen also the Western people that are controlling the economy of Jamaica. They are controlling how Jamaica needs to be developed, because right now we have seen there's no much hospital in Jamaica. There's no much schools in Jamaica. The Jamaican government, they really want to build more hospital. They really want to build more school. But what keeps them from stopping building the more schools and hospital? It is because of the Western country. They are still waiting the Western country to approve so that the Jamaican government, they can go and build this. But the Western country, they don't want, but the colonizers, they don't want Jamaica to develop, because they fear when these people, they will develop, when these people, they will having more hospital, when these people, they will become strong, they will not have anything. These people, they will come up and gain their freedom. And that's one of the reasons to why the colonizers, they don't want Jamaican government to do to act by its own. They really want to control. Like also majority of Jamaicans, they have been complaining about the Chinese coming in Jamaica and taking over. It is not the fault of Jamaican government. Also, these Chinese who are coming to Jamaica, the colonizers, they are playing a bigger part, because the Chinese, they are bringing more they are bringing more development, but you can see the colonizers, they have decided to pay them. The people who are now bringing all these Chinese, they are now benefiting from what the Chinese they are doing. So this is to tell you that Jamaica, they need to get their full independence. They need to do things by their own, and that's why Louis Farrakhan is telling us black people, the black countries, to wake up and kick all these Western countries, these colonizers who they are still in our black countries, to go, because we are really tired. And also, I really love Louis Farrakhan because he always fight the rights of the black people. Wherever the black people they are, Louis Farrakhan, he also fight the rights of the black people. And also, he's going, he always talk about us black people to know our history. Yeah, we need to know our history, because we are having a lot of our black people in the Caribbean, in Jamaica. They don't know where they came from. They don't want also to be associated with Africa, because of the media, it has the Western media, it has portrayed bad things about Africa. But Louis Farrakhan is that one of the leader who will always talk about black people knowing their history, to black people to know exactly where they are coming from. Also, he always educates the black Americans to also know where they came from, because we are still also having majority of black Americans, they don't want to associate with their fellow black people, because of what the media it has portrayed about the black people. Because everything Louis Farrakhan is telling us that the white people, they have confused us black people in a way that everything which it is black, they usually say it is a bad thing, but anything which it is white, they usually say it is a good thing. So they have made that us black people to know that because we are black, so we are bad people. It has gone to an extent whereby majority of our black people, they are going and bleach, because they don't want to be associated with us black people. They don't want to be seen as they are black, simply because black, it comes with a lot of difficult, but white comes with a more opportunity. But black, it comes with struggle, difficult. So they have painted anything which it is black a bad image. That's why majority of our brothers and sisters who they are in the Caribbean, who they are in United States, they don't want to embrace African. They don't want to see African countries. So because of that, I really love Louis Farrakhan, because he's educating them about black people and black people to know their history. So kindly guys, I don't want to talk too much. Subscribe if you haven't, like this video, share, and also comment. This was just a message to Jamaican, telling the Jamaican leaders to not engage people so that they can bring a fight, because a country, it is more important than individuals. Yeah, so that this is tell you that these politicians, they are individuals, so they don't we don't want to see the politician who they are fighting for their interest, but not the interest of the country, not the interest of the people. Because majority of our black leaders, they usually have this problem. These people, they are fighting for their stomach, for their family, but right now they want people to fight. So when people they are fighting, it is people who they are suffering, it is not them. These people, they are bringing fight, and they are going to the Western country to live there while seeing people fighting. So this needs to end. Jamaican, we need to see a good politics, and also I pray for Jamaican to elect a good leader, a leader who will work according to the will of the people. So kindly guys, thank you so much. Let's talk more on the comment section.